Alrighty, it looks like we're doing a For Dummies video. Oh my god, it's been way too long. I think the last one was the laddering one, and that wasn't even a character. So we're gonna do one for Illumi today. But before I do get in, make sure you like and sub. The graph makes me look like I know what I'm doing. So yeah. So I think we should start with a summary. His cooldowns are pretty quick. He can just like dash around and poke with like needles and stuff, and you know, just that kind of stuff. And then the last thing, he can trade really well. It's like a lot of his moves have hyper armor. Dash has it, needles has it, flash kick has it, and poke has it. So you can just sit there and go ham with hyper armor. You're so good at trading with Illumi, it's not even funny. So the first move he has in this kit is dash. It's just a dash and it comes back really fast. It also does 5 damage when you hit people. It's also a really good combo extender, which I'll show you right now. It's really good for laddering and whatnot, so I'll do it right here. You just hold W and then dash. That's true, by the way. So you can do that. It's like shurikens. His second move, needles, is just needles. It's auto tracking, and it's like shurikens, but it has startup and you don't jump. But it's on a clicker cooldown. That one also has hyper armor. Dash has hyper armor too, I believe. His third move is flash kick. It's his guard break. It's a really weird hitbox. You're gonna have to practice it, but you just kind of like do a cool little thingy and then hit them like this, like that. I dashed forward with that, and you stay still with it, I believe. But you just use that for good shield pressure. And his last move is poke. So poke is a really interesting ability because you hit them, but you can use your abilities in it. So basically, to give you an example, I can poke with and then needles like this. Here, I'll show you. I can needles and start M1ing in the poke, which is really weird. But you can also M1 in it, so you can make sure you get that combo. Just do like M1s closer to the end. So yeah, that's pretty much how Illumi's kit works, his base kit. But his awakening is a little bit different. So I'm gonna go show you that. So here's the animation. It looks pretty cool. His first move, dash. Dash works just like it does in base, but it does double the damage, and you can use it 3 times. Wait, did it get nerfed? Oh yeah, if you hit someone, it goes on cooldown, but if you don't hit anyone, you can use it 3 times, and then it'll be on cooldown. That's how dash works. It's really cool. So yeah, once again, you just dash 3 times. It's a really good move. Needle barrage is like needles, but like it's like a barrage almost, as the name states. So you just do that. It does good damage. It's a good combo extender. Whom is an evasive. So I'll show you right here. You just teleport behind them. Oh my, what Moshin they do. What is his name? I forgot it. It's the edgy hedgehog thing. But his last move is Bloodlust. It's a guard break. It's his only guard break in Awakening, and it does. All right, so his last move is Bloodlust. It's a guard break, and it does like 40 damage, I believe. It's auto tracking. But the thing about it is, it 1 doesn't have hyper armor, so if you get hit, it cancels, and 2, it has a limited range. So even if you do Bloodlust like back here, you won't hit it because you're too far away. Here's what the guard break looks like. It still does 10 damage. So yeah, that's pretty much his awakening. I'll show you the combos for Illumi now, because the combos are pretty sweet. All right, so the first combo I want to show you is just a regular like flash kick combo. Like say you're in an M1 battle and then you land flash kick and it's like a guard break. You can just do this combo. You just poke, needles, up tilt, dash, ladder, and that's the combo. That's his little basic guard break combo right there. Now I'm gonna show you a full combo. This one's 100 to 0. So you know it's gonna be pretty hot. Illumi's 100 to 0 is actually pretty easy, assuming they don't have like evasives or anything. So here's how it goes. You're gonna want to do that. Then you're gonna poke, flash kick. I like flash kick. Then you come up here, dash, and then you needles. Well, yeah, that would kill him like that. But the reason why I do flash kick over needles in that is because flash kick has startup, and in your ladder you can just attack cancel the needles in your down slam. So that's why I do that. That's pretty much it. And then you can just like do variations of the combo. All right, so here's a little variation of the combo. This one's a little bit more stylish, but I don't really like it as much because it goes in the air more. Same thing, you dash, you start laddering, you go into a poke, and then you just do that. I'm not good at it, but I believe you needles and then down slam, attack cancel, and the flash kick. But the reason why I don't do that is because you're laddering twice, which means that they fall a lot. It's stylish if you land it, but just don't do it. I just like the way it looks. All right, so the first combo I want to show you with Illumi Awakening is a guard break Bloodlust one. So say you're in like neutral and you guard break with it, you can just do this combo. You just need needle barrage, dash, and that is a 100 to 0 right there. But I messed it up a little bit because of the dummy. All right, so this combo is a variation on the Bloodlust guard break one, but instead of guard breaking, you just out of the combo. So I'll show you. You do that, needle barrage, knock him up, dash, and then you just attack cancel with Bloodlust, but that one didn't land because dummies are weird. But yeah, that's his combos pretty much. So yeah, that's about it. So a couple of strengths that Illumi has that I've noticed is one, obviously he has good power. 2, his combos are good, as you can see. 3, his cooldowns are really fast, which is also really good, especially in this meta. 4, his mobility is good, and he has dash and whatnot. And 5, his mode's pretty good. He can 100 to 0, and he has that really good evasive combo. And 6, his hyper armor. He has hyper armor on every move in base, and it's really good because you can just cheese the hell out of characters. Like with Dio, for example, if they time shift you and you're using your poke ability, you win. It's just stupid. You can also just dash hyper armor into his absorb and stop it. Like there's no beat. Like Dio in base can't beat Illumi unless they like run really hard. But his weakness is 1, his range is terrible. He doesn't have anything besides needles, and that's guardable. And 3, he's really campable. Like Law can camp him, Deku's skins, anything you can name can camp him. Like Yusuke, I don't know, just stuff like that. He's really camped, like a lot. So the strategy you want to go for with Illumi is just chip damage. You just want to just try and get, like a needles in an M1 battle or a dash if you can, just something. But when you do get the chance or they mess up, just dump a combo on them and they're dead. Another thing you can do is just hyper armor, because hyper armor cheese is really good with Illumi. So maybe just trade like a move or something and start your combo, and then they're dead pretty much. So yeah, that's about it for a strategy. So for some basic tips, 1, just to learn your combos and matchups with Illumi. Like I already showed you some combos, so you're probably fine. And I'll get into some matchups later. Another thing you can do is play the character in like a private server or in ranked, of course, to kind of get a feel for flash kick. Since that move, it's really weird to land at first. The animation just kind of throws you off, so you have to learn the hitbox. Segueing right into another tip, don't waste flash kick. It's really easy to miss at first, and it's really important for trades and combos because that startup makes it good for some trades. And if need be, just trade with flash kick. It's really good. It's a good move, but I'd always recommend using poke as a trade because you can just flash kick in your poke for extra damage. As for some advanced tips, 1, just dash as much as you can. The cooldown's really low, and it gives you good mobility and a good damage. It's a little bit more than an M1, and it comes back really fast, making your M1 combo is like 30 if you don't have anything else. Dash, I've showed you, is a free ladder, so use that. You can pretty much like just get half their HP taken away just from that alone. And 3, you can't ladder with needles, so don't try. It's not shurikens. It has startup. It's not good. But except it auto tracks, I guess. Another thing you can do, if your opponent dashes back and blocks and they stay on the ground, or they're gonna land, flash kick. It's really good. The hitbox like horizontally is pretty bad, but the vertical hitbox is alright. It's about as tall as Illumi. So just keep that in mind. And remember, Bloodlust is a free 100 to 0. Save it. Like, you only got 2 of them, so just don't waste it. As for some matchups, I'm just gonna just take a few that I noticed from playing around with Illumi in a private server. So the first one, just Byakuya. The footage, you can see why he's winning just from this alone. He's pretty good. He can just trade everything, and he can just combo Byakuya out. And Byakuya's mode got nerfed, so that doesn't help him either. 2, Gohan. This is a really weird one because Gohan's pretty good, But you can just hyper armor using poke on Gohan's gut kick. It's really easy combo, and pretty much. And you can also like dash away from his uppercut, which is a really dangerous thing. But Gohan wins if he gets mode. He can just camp you and then do his funny unblockable move. Zabuza. This one's a disappointment. You can just zone Zabuza out pretty much. I mean, he can't really do anything. He just needle when he goes into his little his mist, and then you can see him. And then yeah, you just hyper armor his stuff. Except you can hyper armor his funny move, his funny execution thingy. Dio. I touched on this one earlier, but you can poke trade time shift, you can dash into absorb to cancel it, and start a combo. And yeah, you can just zone Dio, believe it or not. Your cooldowns are so fast to the point where you can zone like one of the best characters in the game. But he does win if he gets mode, so keep that in mind. This one is just a prediction I made. I don't think I've actually fought too many Luffys with Illumi, but you can just dash away from Grizzly Magnum. Just don't get hit with Gatling, and you know the rest. It's pretty good. Alright, some matchups he loses. There's a trend with this one, and I'll explain it right now. Every matchup he loses, he gets camped, which just sucks. I know it's terrible. But yeah, I'm just gonna touch on a few right now. So Sasuke, you can just get zoned. Yusuke, you can just get zoned. Kin, you can just get zoned. He never loses. And Law, you just get zoned. Just any character that's good at zoning is a character that counters Illumi pretty much. Now for some even matchups. This one is a prediction, but you can just trade his True Strike with your dash and get closer, or you can just use your Flash Kick if you're close enough. But he can your combos, so just keep wary of that. But he also wins mode, so also be careful of that. Another thing I will add is you can also poke trade his Quick Draw if you can read that one. That one's pretty good. So for Lemillion, this one's also a guess. I haven't fought too many in the one I did fight. Like it was just a really good Lemillion, and I also sucked with Illumi because it was like day one Illumi. But yeah, he can just run away and wait for his funny permeation combo. But you can try and poke trade his combo so he doesn't have permeate. It's taking damage, but you can trade it, and it's really good. I think, I don't know, you might have to test it out. And his mode sucks, so if you can get mode, you might win. Ichigo, he's just a solid character. He has really good power and range, so he can outpower and range Illumi. But you have that mobility, and you can trade. So yeah, that's about it. His mode's also pretty good. And the last one I'm going to touch is Hisoka, because I main him. Hisoka has a lot of really good mix-ups and technical gameplay, but he wins if he gets mode. The matchup is pretty even, though. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, leave it in the comments. And if you're asking for like a matchup, like, hey, how does Illumi do against Deku, or how does Illumi do against, I don't know, Sanji, I'll try my best to touch on it in the description and give you my best prediction if I haven't fought that matchup. But yeah, make sure you like and sub and just do the thingies. Remember that graph. But yeah, see ya.